everyone, and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade, Philly by Night, the Monster Within. So let's get right back into it after this break we just took. We are going to go to Crux, I think, first, and we're just going to work our way around. Crux, I assume you went to the gym.
Oh yeah, I
To
should
sleep?
probably do that. Yeah. I don't think
Is that what we're
because we
finding you awaken?
no, I think that kind of has to be because we didn't we fucked off, so there's not really a conversation to have.
Yeah, y'all were.
Yeah, we fucked off.
I
So
don't know if it was trauma bonding, that y'all were trauma horroring.
or trauma or a farming. Yeah, it was something of that nature. So yeah, we basically go back to the gym. We've been here before.
I think we're having an
Okay.
issue. Oh, yes, I did. Yeah,
No, it's fine now. It looks fine. No worries. Yeah, so you wake up in the gym. For you, the situation is weird because of a few things right now. You almost killed your coterie mate. Your parents are dead. The person that can share in this trauma with you is deep in their own thing right now and ready to murder a motherfucker, and that seems to be what's driving them. This is Calliope ready to go on their Batman arc. Yeah. About to train with some monks and fuck Fred up. But you still have to go back to your coterie at some point. And you have to deal with the long-term traumas of nearly killing your coterie mate. And that hasn't really been addressed yet. I mean, it's kind of been like glossed over, like, oops, my bad sort of situation, but not like you haven't had to deal with shit yet.
Yeah. My life's been saved. The person I hurt has kind of let it slide, which is only that's
Yeah, they could have had you killed.
Yeah, which maybe would have been nice. I wouldn't have to keep dealing with this. I'd probably go to hell, which, whatever the Christian God wants from me, fuck it. But I'm alive again. Another fucking day on this earth. Whatever. You know what? Let's do something productive.
Ooh.
It's semi-productive. What time is it? Because I wake up late, if I remember correctly. Later than most people.
Late. Yeah, it is it's summertime, so obviously sundown's a little bit later. You're probably closer to a 9 p.m. wake up time.
Kind of fucks me for most.
Sun's all the way down when you get up, not just cresting over the horizon where you're outside of the beams. Okay. It's dark outside.
Yeah. So I grab my money, like a good majority of it, like most of the money that I have. I think there's been a safe here at some point that I've strong-armed Sal into letting me use, and by letting me use, I mean telling him like, "Hey, this is our money. So if you don't want our money to go missing, give me the combination."
Yeah. Sal's giving you the combo.
Yeah, all the shit
that
that's not gonna
thing.
Yeah. And it's like, cool, I got the money, however much fucking money that I have that I've managed to scrounge up between Sal having money in this safe and Sal's bullshit in the safe, my bullshit in the safe, and whatever Albright's given me previously, past tense, future tense, whatever.
So you got a few $1,000s on your person,
which is exactly what I need. So I'm going to bank accounts feel, Crux was not a big electronic money type of bitch in life, and is certainly not a big electronic money bitch in death.
I mean, you do have another ID now. You are on paper, what, Violet Cross?
Violet Cross, yeah. It's gonna take all this shit out that they need, put it in a bag or whatever, probably, or like a fucking case, and it's gonna go to, what are those, basically it's gonna go to if there's one open, or is going to reach out to someone that would be able to put them in contact with this to get renovations sent to this fuck ass place. Because I think Crux looks at this and is like, this shit can't stand. Like, there's holes in places. Like, Sal was keeping this place as a secondary motherfucker, but this was Crux's home in that sense. Like, they were here all the fucking time, so they know what probably is the ins, the outs, what probably hasn't been fixed in years, what is long overdue, what would just be nice.
Equipment that could be upgraded, that sort of thing. So here's what you know based on paperwork and stuff that is around there. There are accounts that since you've died and taken over in God damn it, Sal said some of the stuff has been signed over to you. Like the gym ownership is yours, Violet's on paper. Who Violet is or what they look like, none of that is really matters. But for the sake of ownership, that's whose name this is in. You have a standing line of credit for this place because it's property ownership that has been owned for a while. So there is a business line of credit available to use to write checks out of. It's basically a checkbook that you can use, and then that goes towards your mortgage, I guess. That'd be the best way to put it here.
Yeah.
But you could use that towards renovations for sure. That's what it's really for. Sal just didn't do anything with stuff. It was like I'll get to it eventually sort of situation. Because Sal didn't really care about this place.
No.
Sal cared about the fighters, and to which case the fighters would entertain him or make him money. That was it. So if you wanted to make improvements to this place and you want to start getting that stuff done, you could start doing that. You just have to contact some people.
I want to do that. And I'm actually gonna make the announcement that I want to spend as much XP as needed to get this shit to 3-star Haven.
3-star Haven, okay. Then that is well, it's technically a 0-star Haven right now. So or 3 1.
You mean like vibes wise how it was? Yeah, this shit
yeah.
This shit feels
but
like
if you want to do 3 dots in that, that's 9 XP.
Yeah, no, I already put 2 and I'm just gonna go up and do a 3rd.
Okay, then there's 3 XP per dot.
Glorious. Yeah, I got it.
Now, here's the caveat to this that you need to understand. If they're doing renovations to this place, you probably can't stay in it while they're doing them.
Yes. No, I understand that. And that's the double-edged, not even a double-edged sword. And I think that's the point of
And you may need to figure out what to do about the body in the basement.
Ooh.
I remember these things.
It's been a month. It's been a month. Let's go take a look. How's that doing, by the way?
Well, it was a vampire.
It was a vampire.
So, it is not decaying the same way that a human corpse would decay. It's mostly just become kind of like an old banana peel that is set out for too long. That kind of dried up skin sort of thing going on. Just grayed. You stuck it in a box. So
I put it in a sandbag and
sandbag. That's right. It's in a sandbag.
Insects upon it. Plague could be upon you.
Yeah. So it's gross, but not like stinky gross. It's just like a corpse that has been kind of feasted off of. But like the bugs only ate so much of it because there's not that much left to a vampire.
Oh, that's not bad. That's relatively important. I am going to get advice before I do too much with this.
Okay.
Because Crux truly sees the body as like, oh, that's not. Oh. Okay. This is unique. Let's yo, Sal. Wake up.
What do you want, kid?
What do you think I want? We got a weird dead body here. I'm doing renovations. We know any good good Italian people that do work to keep a secret? You've gotten work done in places, right?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Renovations, Sal. We're doing renovations, and it's gonna make me feel good. And we're doing renovations. I need to get rid of a body, and I need to fucking, you know, can't you see? Can you see?
There's a moment where it's like, no.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, neither can you. Obviously, there's a dead body in a bag. You put it there.
All right. WWYD, what would you do?
Not put dead bodies in a heavy
dickhead,
bag.
what do you think? I'm a baby. Everyone says that. I'm a baby. What did you do when you were a baby?
I threw bodies in the river.
That worked.
I mean, it never came back to me. It was a different time back then, though.
Yeah, I'm kind of catching that picture. You know, I got a question. You know, now that we're having daddy-daughter time, what was your sire like?
You want to start digging into my trauma, or you want to get this?
Oh, okay. So it is trauma. So this is just like the cycle of everlasting trauma from one sire to a child, and the.
How about you read the fucking paperwork that's upstairs in the office that says B&L contractors, and then follow that line.
Contracts. What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, whatever. Tell me about So you're not gonna. I think Crutch is like climbing up. I don't know. As soon as there's a ladder or something in the stairs. It's like no trauma tonight, King.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's what you fucking get. And Crutch is gonna do exactly what they're begrudging, but well-connected ghost of a sire tells them and finds this B&L contracting.
It is definitely on a car. There's several actual contractors here for like plumbing, and there's a company where he buys all of his equipment for the place. It's all there on different cards and clipboards and shit, but it's not like organized in any way. It's just kind of stuff that sits on his desk.
Jesus Christ. And I think and if you'll allow me, I think there's also happen to be like plans for like living, not great, but like living. Sal probably bought some rundown fucking building also next to this.
No, Sal has a whole ass house.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Just including like both of this. There's just a lot of shit here.
Yeah. Sal has a house that no one apparently lives in now. Because like when you look at all the paperwork, there's an address to a home residence on there.
What the fuck? And I think, why do you, bro? What were you doing?
You ask the wrong fucking questions all the goddamn time.
I feel like that's on.
I'm a baby. I don't know things like how the world works. Like people have houses. Huh? Who'd have thunk it?
People have houses, bro. You have more than one house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask that question because I know the answer, and you're just gonna piss me off. All right, let's be
pissed off than pissed on.
Speak for yourself.
Ew.
What do you mean? What I do with beautiful women is between me and the devil. Mind your business.
I was minding my business, and then you said that, and you know what? Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. So you make calls to get some contracting work done here and start putting that into motion. Cool. Let us find ourselves with Calliope. I did want to add this, and I didn't really have a great opportunity to add it um, before y'all took your rest, but there was nothing in the little tribute area, the shrine, the memorial for your mom.
Yeah.
There was stuff there for basically everybody else that lived there. Crux's parents seem to have a better relationships with the neighbors and stuff like that. Nah, there was nothing there for your moms.
Yeah. Cal just found an empty spot and put the rose down there. And they know why. Miss Maggie didn't leave the house much, especially when she wasn't well, especially when she was between jobs. Probably especially after her child died. She probably got worse. Cal says goodbye to Crux at the gym and then starts walking to their apartment and then takes a few extra turns to just walk and walk and walk. And they push themselves close, as far as they can, to sunrise without it really being close to sunrise. They just walk and they walk and they walk until they are like almost hiding in a shadow to get up to their apartment upstairs.
Oh, yeah, your beast is freaking out. There's terror inside of you that you're fighting sheer terror.
Just like with the flame?
It's like that, but times 1,000.
Mm. It's harder, but Cal is like in it.
I'm gonna let you ride this narratively, but it would be a check in most cases for this sort of thing.
They don't last as long as they want to the first time.
Yeah.
But I think there's a kind of grit and a set to their jaw as they like push themselves through their door safe from the sun. Not breathing heavy because they don't have to breathe, not their heart beating hard because their heart doesn't beat, but that same kind of feeling electrocuting their body. And they commit themselves to staying out longer tomorrow. And they commit themselves to fighting off the day sleep as long as they can. They sit themselves in front of the bar and they look in the mirror in their apartment with their bed stacked up on crates and the dance clothes that they haven't touched or laundered in a pile on the couch, all of the posters they haven't hung up, the kitchen they haven't touched, and they just sit there in front of the mirror for as long as they can stand until they fall into sleep on the floor.
I love this. All right.
And they wake up. I think achy, a little memory of achy from just on the floor. They pull themselves up. And I think it's a little bit late because they tried to stay up for so long. They tried to fight off the day sleep. It's just later. Maybe?
It wouldn't change things for a vampire, no. By your nature, based on your humanity, you're basically waking up at the same time every single night. Now, you can try to fight off sleeping for a while, but at some point, it's going to catch up to you because your beast is just like, hey, we stay up longer than this, something wrong, we must be in danger. If our body's not in danger, we're going to be dead for a while now.
See.
But when you wake up, it's like clockwork, basically. The sun is at a place where you're no longer in danger. Congratulations, you're awake.
Interesting. Cal gets themselves up, and they do their morning stretches like they always do. And they do a little bit of bar work like they almost always do. And they hear their bones crack in their feet as they come up on point for a moment, just without their shoes. It doesn't feel like anything to them. They move and it doesn't feel like anything to them. It doesn't feel like art. It doesn't feel like magic. It just feels like moving, because everything else in their mind is so loud and so hungry, and they are more aligned with their beast, and they feel like there is something in between their teeth that they can't let go of, and their jaw is so tight. And when they're done, they hoped that it would clear their mind to be at the bar and in front of the mirror. It does not. They take themselves over to the kitchen counter. They pull out their phone. They send a text to Delaney. You okay? Question mark.
I think you see the bubble pop up a couple times. And I say, I'm feeling better. And I have breakfast for you and Crux.
You get a question mark reaction to your image, or not to your image, to your message.
Yeah, I send a selfie too. No, I'm kidding. I send a nude. No, it's like,
yay!
Can't really explain over text. We'll talk about later.
Sounds good. Glad you're. I think it's like, sounds good. Thanks for that. And then another message. Glad you're feeling better.
And like, are you okay? Because I don't think Del knows about the apartment. Do I know about the apartment? Did it come out that was y'all's family's home? I can't remember.
Yeah, it came up.
Like,
yes.
Okay, I can't remember if it came up in character or out of character. Are you okay? I'm sorry. Sorry I wasn't there for you last night.
You were there. Thank you. I'm feeling more prepared, I think.
Art react.
And Cal puts
See
that
you
down.
soon.
Cal also sends a text to Anastasia.
Okay.
And the last thing that they had been texting about was the dance theater being shut down.
Uh-huh.
And they said that they'd talk about it later. Cal goes, do you have any time tonight? Are you busy?
Yeah. Text bubble situation. Goes away for a little bit. Text bubble situation.
And then before she can
Back up.
respond,
Go ahead.
they go, it's important.
And then you see it goes, if we do it nowish,
Where are you?
she says, let's meet at the ballet building.
See you there. 5 minutes down the street. Cal gets himself ready and starts to head out. I think on the way, they tell Delaney that I think they send a text back to Delaney. Might be late for breakfast, but I'll see you soon.
Don't worry, it'll still be warm.
Heart react. And they go to the ballet building.
All right. Speaking of which, I'm going to pivot over to Del for a moment here. Delaney, you had a weird night. All things considered, there was a lot of shit that went down last night, and some stuff that you found out by Cora. How do we find Delaney awakening?
Back in her apartment, I think I do a very human thing, which is I wake up and I kind of just lay in bed for a bit. Just sort of mind, not necessarily spiraling, but just working through everything that happened last night, and honestly everything that's happened for the past few nights, because literally it's just been like one thing after another with like no time to even like dwell on any of it. So now that I'm by like myself in my apartment without distractions, this is like maybe a rare moment that I probably won't get again to actually like come to terms or like just think about things for myself instead of it being just a crisis. So yeah, and a lot of it's just sorting out like feelings about everything that's happened, like, and trying to understand like that rage that she felt the night before, because it felt very not like me, but at the same time very much like me. I'm not sure I like that. Yeah.
Don't you get the text message from Calliope.
Mm-hmm.
Talk that through. You get another poke in. I don't know if I meant it before, but if it's not another, then you get a poke in from someone saying, "When can we debrief? -A."
Oh, I believe I got that text and I had sent a Korean response.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, then it'd be like, what location is the previous place we met? Okay, around the same time.
Yes, that works. I will see you there and then.
Okay. So that's Anya.
Yeah.
In this case.
And I guess at that point, I assume, I don't know how a group text will work with everyone's fucking burner phones, but you know, maybe I'll just like in the time that I'm like getting ready, I'll like have a courier sent to both Adonis and Crux, because the fucking Nokia brick phones. My message probably won't even go through if I try to do group text.
Well, so I actually do know how this works because I've seen them. Unfortunately, you still get, because all text messages are still SMS. It's just funky, but you get text messages on the phone.
Okay, yeah, I'll send a group text then and be like,
but it's like scrolling numbers over the top of it. There's no contact names.
I will put, we need to meet with A tonight, and then time and place, and then Dell.
Yeah, it's gonna be impossible for Adonis.
Well, I don't know that. So
cool. You do not know that.
I don't know about none of that. So, but last time we you know, people keep yelling at us about where's your other coterie mates. Well, it's like, yeah, everybody, we all got to pull up because I'm not doing this shit by myself. Okay, like.
Cool. So you sent that text message, and it's probably just going to be you and Crux again. Because as the text goes out or couriers go out, Crux will still be at their place, but nobody else is.
Well, I mean, they got phones, so
yeah.
If I'm gonna do a group text, not a courier, since it'll still go through and it'll just be funky.
Yeah.
So wherever people are, we, not the royal we, okay? Not the toxic Facebook couple we. This group, okay?
Maybe a millisecond later, I'm busy, frowny face.
Hope you're having fun.
Same speed. I'm not frowny face. We'll be there.
I think like several minutes later, Cal goes, "Meet you there."
Cool. So we're going to spin a few plates here. Adopt.